Hello there, Gemini, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Today, we're going to be doing your love reading for the first half of August. So this will be good until about August 15th. We're going to take a look at the overall energies in your romantic love life, and then we'll look at some more details. And if you're connecting to the message or you're enjoying the content that I create, I would really appreciate it if you would consider sharing, or subscribing. Okay, let's take a look first at the overall energies in your romantic love life. To the sea. This card to me is always kind of like a timeout card. You may be taking a timeout from somebody or a connection and just kind of almost a sense of trying to get on top of your emotions, of listening to your intuition, like you're getting guidance. There's no rudder or anything on this bathtub. It's almost like your intuition is guiding you in the direction that you need to go. Some of you may actually be going to the beach, to the sea, going on a cruise, something like that. So let's see what else we have here. Flexible. And then on the bottom, we have happy, happy. So this is, a little bit like that 10 of Cups energy, a leg up, round and round, chop wood. Okay, so it just means that you're going to have a happy ending to whatever is going on. And both of these cards have a sense of flexibility, just keeping an open mind. If you're not with somebody right now or not separated from somebody right now, just keeping an open mind about who you might want to go out with. There might be somebody new coming on your path that's not the typical person that you would want to date. And it's about just being flexible. By being flexible and listening to your intuition, the right thing or the right person is going to come onto your path and make you happy, happy. Okay, so now let's take a look at your present energy. I'm going to lay out the cards and then we'll come back and we'll clarify them. So let's see what we have. For your present energy, Emperor, you're stepping into your power, Gemini. You're realizing, she's in the bathtub all by herself and she's, doing the back bends all by herself. Even happy, happy is all by themselves, but they're all happy. None of these are sad situations or sad energy cards, right? All three of these are just, I'm by myself, but I'm really, really happy. And I feel like with this Emperor energy, you're like that. If you are separated from someone or you've just been single for a while, you're stepping in your power. You're understanding just how powerful you are. Your inner strength. I'm getting a sense of inner strength. You could also be trying to build your business, looking at your finances, just really focusing on other things besides romantic love. Okay. All right, Gemini, let's see what your obstacle is then. I didn't say you didn't want love. You're just focusing on other things right now. The Star. Okay, so this is in your resistance position. So the Star is about healing, about having hopes for things to heal, hopes and dreams, wishing upon a star, but it's in your resistance. So it's like being upside down, right? It could be that part of it is that you've given up hope in something. You may be focusing on your career, your finances, starting your own business, stepping into your own power as a person because you've given up hope on romance or given up hope on a certain person. And yet, at the same time, I really get the sense that you're okay with that you are happy. It's not like, I'm not getting a sense of negative energy there. It's kind of like, if somebody came into your life that really got you excited, you'd be wonderful with it, right? But at the same time, it's not, I don't get a sense that you're going out and trying to find romance. You may have given up hope and just kind of I'm going to focus on other things for right now. Okay, let's see what the outcome is. 8 of Cups. Walking away from something. It could be that, what's on the bottom here? Strength. Yeah, you have a lot of internal strength. A situation at some point in the past has caused you to have to go deep and find a lot of strength. So you have the Strength card, the Queen of Cups, which is a lovely energy of nurturing yourself, nurturing those that are around you. Just, a really compassionate, loving person. And the Seven of Wands, like getting on top of something that has occurred in the past. And yet we have this communication that comes in about somebody wanting to work on something. Somebody wants to work with you. Really kind of interesting energy there. Okay, now you do have three major arcana here. And I want to point out that, that means that this is kind of like a big, this could be, we have the Lion's Gate coming in. If there's somebody coming back from the past, I think that they're going to come in before the 15th of August. And you may be feeling like, I just don't think that that's going to happen. And we're going to clarify these. But for some reason, even if they do come in or whatever, you're ready to really take your energy out of this situation. I think for a lot of you, you've been kind of sitting here, this isn't hopeless. It's just kind of like a waiting energy. Just listening to your intuition, trying to figure out what, should I wait? Should I not wait? And just trying to figure out, like, where is this connection going? Or where is my romantic love life going? And just kind of waiting it out. And then it's like you kind of get tired of waiting. And then you're ready to move on. The Eight of Cups is not like a big conflict card. It's just kind of like, yeah, okay, this is fine, but I'm going somewhere else. So it could be that you're kind of like focusing on your career, focusing on starting a business, focusing on finances, something like that. And then, you kind of lost hope in your romantic life or in a certain connection. So you focused on your finances and now you're kind of like, you know what? Yeah, that was fine, but I think I want to go in the direction of love. Now, Gemini, you have the right to change your mind because you are the twins, right? So, at the beginning of this, it looks like, you're really focusing on building something, building a life for yourself, stepping into your power. And then it's like, yeah, that was okay. Okay, I think I'll go look for something else now. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify these. Let's get some details. With the Emperor, we have the 10 of Swords, 7 of Cups, Knight of Swords, with Ace of Swords. Lots of swords energy. Now, Gemini, you are swords energy. What else is under here? 8 of Swords, the World, 5 of Wands. Yeah, I think you've been trying to step into your power. Really trying to focus on you, regaining your power after a very hurtful situation that left you confused. Like, I'm not even sure why this past love, it's on down there, ended. But it kind of rocked your world. And the way that you got your inner strength, because remember we have the Strength card here. You had to have a lot of inner strength to get through this, to get on top of these emotions, to not be drowning in the ocean, but to be able to float on top of your emotions, to crawl into this bathtub and then listening to your intuition about which way to go. But you stepped into this power, and part of the reason is because you were so hurt. Like, it was kind of like, okay, I am done with love. This was really painful. I'm really done with love this time, and I'm going to go and start this new business or work on my finances. I'm going to build my empire, okay? And, I think you could have been trying to build your empire because you wanted to prove something to this person in the past, or you wanted to prove something to yourself. Like, I don't need that person because I can go build this amazing life of my own. I can build this empire all on my own. I don't need all that, right? Just really stepping into your power. I get the sense that, you stand in front of the mirror and you're like, Gemini, you got this. Come on, you're doing it. You're doing it. And with the Knight of Swords, you were determined. You were like, that is the direction I'm going in. I am starting that business. I am moving to that city. I am buying that house. I'm getting that car. I am going to have this much money in the bank. Whatever it was like you got determined. You got mad. It's kind of like you got mad, but you said, the best revenge I can have is to build my empire and to sit on it's like you wanted to sit on a bunch of money. Good for you, Gemini. Okay, so let's take a look at the Star card. Now remember, the Star means that you're losing hope in something. We have the Six of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Ten of Wands. Strength card on the bottom. You, Gemini, you have been through something. And I don't think it was recent. I do think it was a while ago because I do see that you have healed from it. But at the same time, you have needed so much strength to get through this situation. Three of Pentacles, there could have been a third party. Emperor, Six of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Magician. Yeah, I think that somebody in the past was very manipulative. They tried to control you. It could have been even a codependent relationship. And you're kind of losing hope. Like, I think you thought, if I do all of this, this person, in a way, is like, I think you almost wanted this person to come back and say, yeah, I want to be with you, just so you could say no. That's the sense that I'm getting, because you have been working on yourself. Like, you have been building this empire. You may have already built it. You might be sitting there going, yeah, Mary Sue, I already have that big bank of money, right? And good for you, Gemini. I mean, a lot of people probably, when they went through this Ten of Swords that you went through, they could have crumbled up and crawled into the corner and stayed in the fetal position, right? But not you, Gemini. Like, you were confused. You didn't know which way you were going to go. And then at the same time, it was like you got this epiphany. And once you were so determined not to end up in the corner, not to be in the fetal position, to take your power back, to build this life that is incredible, right? And it's almost like you wanted to do it maybe out of revenge, to show this person just how strong you are. They may have said, oh, you're weak or whatever, and that was part of their manipulation, right? To knock you down, they didn't see your light. They tried to knock you down by, cutting away at your confidence. And now you're really powerful. You have lost hope in something. I think you've lost hope that you may want this person, like I said, to come back just so that you can say, no, I'm walking away from you. But, there is at some level, you still have some hope that they're going to want to come in and make things right with you. But you're understanding that this relationship was a true burden. And you're at the point where it's kind of like, yeah, whether they come back or not, it doesn't matter. I'm ready to walk away. Like, I think for a while you wanted them to come back just so that you could say no. And now you're like, yeah, I don't even need that. Like, I am so in my Emperor energy that I don't even need that. Okay, so let's take a look at this Eight of Cups, Eight of Swords, Knight of Wands, the Moon, and the World. You are stepping into the next chapter of your life. You are closing this out. You really are. You have, two tens on the board. What's underneath this? Five of Wands, the Star. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. You're taking your time and energy and going somewhere else. There's something that you don't know. There's something this person held back from you. You don't know. And it's kind of like, you know what? I don't even care. I think for a long time you did. It was like, I got to figure out what happened, or I got to, I want to know what the deep dark secret is here. Like, I think you may have wanted to know. And now you're really even willing to walk away from that. It's like you've built such a beautiful empire for yourself. It's like this person doesn't even belong in your empire. Like they don't get in the door whatsoever. And they were kind of this manipulative. The Knight of Wands is that player energy. They did kind of play you, and it did break your confidence. And once again, I get this sense, because we have the Strength card so many times here, that they played on your confidence and made you feel like you really couldn't come back from the ending of this relationship or whatever went down. Like, they just really didn't think you would. But you pulled in this strength from somewhere, right? Down from your pinky toes or whatever. You found one little ounce of strength that really helped you to propel forward. Really nice. And you took that little bit and look at what you built for yourself, right? It's like you may have just gotten a tiny seed or something from this person. And you took that seed and now you have, like you have harvested a lot. Okay, so Gemini, let's take a look at your soulmate cards. Let's see what we have here. Denial, regret, community, creativity. Yeah, you're moving on. You're creating your new life. You're moving into your new world. You're like, this person doesn't belong in my world. They have been in denial for a very long time about how strong you are, about the person that you are. I think they're watching you. I get the sense that they're watching you and they're like, I cannot believe that Gemini built that empire, right? I can't believe how strong they are. I thought when I left that they were just gonna, crawl up in a ball and cry. They have so many regrets. They may not be telling you that they have regrets for leaving you or doing what they did to you. They may never, right? And because you have the Moon card here, what you don't know is how much they miss you, how much they regret what they did, to the point where they won't even admit it to themselves, maybe not even to their friends or family. Like, they're just never going to. They're just so much lower. They're that Knight of Wands energy. And then community, friendship, fun, a light heart, enjoy downtown with family and friends. Yeah, you're finding your own new community, your own new world. You're stepping into something that's just beautiful, just beautiful. And is so much more on your path and at your vibration that you're just like, yeah, I'm walking away from that. Like, I think you're walking away from even wanting the hope that something could come out of, that relationship, or things may change, or that they may come back and beg for you, whatever. You're just even walking away from that. It's like, I am so done. I am closing the door on that chapter. I'm stepping into my happy. Okay, here's your creativity oracle card. Courage. Have the courage to see the lessons in all situations and face them constructively. Yeah, and you know what? Look, you have the Strength card. That's how you got to this point, right? And, when you have one of those days that, you're kind of like, oh no, the bathtub is sinking or whatever. And we all have those, right? I mean, it's called, you have to keep going through it until you get past it, right? But just realizing that you do have the strength, you have the courage to overcome this situation and to move on and to say, yeah, I am worth so much more than that person ever thought that I was, right? I am the Emperor. They're just a little Knight of Wands. Okay, now this is your Lover's Oracle card. Oh, and that popped out. We are going to look at that, but I did want to pull a couple of Romance Angel cards first. And Libra, if you are enjoying... Oh, this is Gemini. This is Gemini. Maybe Gemini, you're dealing with a Libra? That's kind of interesting that I said that. This is the Gemini. Okay, Gemini. If maybe you are dealing with a Libra. Okay, so here's your Romance Angel cards. Let's see what we have here. Honeymoon, pay attention to the red flags, codependency, yeah, and retreat. I think, a lot of times the retreat card, I feel like if this person comes around, back around, you need to, take a little trip, get to know each other a little again, like not listen to, the friends, the family, the, people that want to be in your ear. But here's the other thing. You pay attention to the red flags and codependency. I think that this relationship was codependent. And I think either you recognize the red flags, but you didn't do anything about it in the past, or now you see the clarity of those red flags, that is part of the lesson that you had to learn. Like you may have been in this relationship where there were red flags that were popping up and you could dismiss them, right? You could, Gemini, maybe you just kind of like dismissed them. Oh, well, that's okay because blah, 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 or, well, this happened to them when they were a child, so blah, blah, blah. And you just kind of like forgave everything. All the red flags popped up, but you didn't take a look at them. And so part of it is learning the lesson, to have the courage to look at those red flags and then decide for yourself, do I want to go any further with this relationship, or is that red flag like a deal breaker for me, right? Okay, now, Gemini, here is your lover's oracle card. And once again, if you've enjoyed this reading, please like, share, or subscribe. Okay, soulmate. Yes, I do think this person is a true soulmate. Doesn't mean that you have to be with them, but it is a soulmate because I think that they have triggered lessons within you. There's something you have learned from this person. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. Okay, Gemini, I do think this person was a soulmate. I think you did learn the lessons. I think you have stepped up into your Emperor energy. And once again, gender doesn't matter. It's just the Emperor energy. But I also think that you are at a much higher vibration now. And your higher vibration is going to help attract your new soulmate. This person did you okay, they didn't do it nicely and it was a painful situation, but you have come into such an inner strength, such a power that you never had before when you were with them, right? Because now you've had to learn how to be super independent. You've gotten over the codependency issues. And now you're about to attract a new soulmate. Somebody that's already with you in spirit. And if you really believe in it and you really try to get into that heart space of the new soulmate, just really envision them, feel their arms around you, whatever it is, right? That you will manifest them physically also. And I think that that's why your energy is walking away from this past. It's kind of like you're getting that intuitive inkling that there is somebody new on the horizon, very soon on the horizon, right? And it's about you trying to manifest that person in. But you know that in order to manifest that new person in, you have to walk away from the energy of the old person. As long as they're still in your energy field, there's no room for the new. Okay, Gemini, that was a great reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I really did enjoy doing it for you. And I wish you lots of love and light in this situation and all your situations. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.